Hi everyone. Today we're gonna show how to reball an iPhone 10 and rejoin the two parts, the two logic boards together using a bottom heater, and the model on that is Sunshine SS T12A-X. We start by reballing the bottom part, the bottom logic board. Here we're going to use a G-Lon stencil and use a low melt solder paste made for iPhone 10. Again, it's from Sunshine and G-Lon. The melting point is 159 degrees Celsius, I believe. And as you can see, I'm using a very soft spatula. You don't need to use a lot of force. You have to be really gentle. Otherwise, you will start warping the stencil. As you can see, I'm just going along the edges and gently applying the solder paste. If you miss a spot, you can just again reapply and carry on. As you go towards the bends and the corners, you need to turn the stencil, or I mean, not the stencil actually, is the board that is holding the stencil. It makes it easier. The most challenging part was the portion next to the SIM card holder. You have to be careful not to put the paste or squeeze the paste so much that it goes into the groove between the SIM holder and the logic board. Now, once you've applied the paste, some just apply light heat and then peel off the stencil. I don't do that. I just gently peel it off, and as you can see, all the pads have been solder paste. All have been solder pasted, and just go around, make sure all the pads are covered. Now just remove it from the holder and put it on the bottom heater, and I use a temperature of 170. You could use 160, but it takes just a little bit longer. And make sure it's leveled off and is in the holder, the bottom heater holder. If you don't, then one side will be transferring the heat, whilst the other side that is not level, it will not get the heat, and you will get uneven solder balls. Just takes few minutes as it heats up to the set temperature, and once it gets to the temperature, it starts it gives a beep just to let you know it's reached the temperature. You might notice this smoke. That's from the flux that is evaporating from the paste. As you can see now, it's starting to melt. It's done. Okay, now we'll try to join the two logic boards together, but before we do that, we'll put some flux on the bottom logic board where we did the rebolling. You don't need to put a lot, but just enough to help the solder balls to melt and join the two boards together. Make sure the top board is aligned properly before you turn on the heat. Okay, here we'll align the top logic board. As you notice, this is my demo logic boards, both of them. So I'm just experimenting, and once you're satisfied it's properly aligned, which should not be a difficult thing because you've got the studs to align them. And then you turn on the heat. Again, I use the same temperature, 170. You should see flux bubbling and smoke, which indicates that it's getting to the right temperature. And here goes smoke, and you see the bubbling of the flux on the IC. Should hear the beep soon, which indicates the set temperature of 170. And after that, you just need few minutes, and you can look how the two boards have been joined together. If a section of it is not done to your satisfaction, you can add some more flux on the edges and keep on the heat. Don't switch it off. Okay, now it seems to be done. Now after it's done, you shouldn't remove it from the bottom heater. Keep it on and check for the alignment by turning it sideways, like what I'm doing here. And you can see it's like the two boards are sandwiched properly. Yeah, you can see all sides. And that's it.